Here is everything that surprised me about the human body from my internship at the medical examiner's office. Mind you, this was about 4 years ago, so everything's not super fresh. First, the eyes. The eyes of these recently deceased individuals, like very recent, they have a silvery slash gray tint to them that's very eerie. Another thing, and I remember this was really surprising to me because I didn't know it at the time, the pituitary gland sits in its own bony compartment in the skull. Like if you take out the brain, the pituitary is sitting in its own compartment. Now I know it's called the sella turcica. So that was really interesting to find out at the time. Another thing was rigor mortis. It's real. These individuals, their joints were really stiff. Like it was really hard to move them. So that surprised me. Another thing is the gallbladder. It was really green. Shout out to Julian. He's a med student that I follow on social media, and he actually gave me the idea for this video. He mentioned that the gallbladder is really green, and it's true. I remember. I also remember fat was really interesting because I remember touching it and it was really slimy. There's fat kind of all over the place. So that was interesting to me. Another big thing that I remember was how stretchy the bladder is. I remember one of the techs in the morgue, they squeezed one of the individual's bladder to remove the urine. And I remember, they were like really aggressive with it. And I was thinking at the time, like, wow, the bladder is really, really stretchy and it makes sense. And another thing, which obviously makes sense, is how every single organ fits just perfectly. Every single organ fits in the cavity with the perfect precision and where there's barely any space left over. And so that was really cool to learn. I don't know what I was expecting in that regard. Of course, there shouldn't really be any space there, but at the time I'd never seen a deceased person before, let alone the insides of them. So yeah, it was an interesting experience.